Hi guys, welcome to Let's Talk BD, the official podcast of the BD School, the first educational platform entirely dedicated to business development. Here we interview business development professionals working in the field every day, as well as startup founders, so they can give you all the insights, tips, and best practices to help you become a better business development professional. Let's get ready for the next episode. Hi everyone, I'm Lucia and I'm your host, and today with us there is Francesca from LEET, an Italian language school based in Rome, and she's also one of our old students, and today we're going to talk with her about her entrepreneurial journey so far. I'm super excited to meet her. She's really like a volcano of energy. She's amazing. So Francesca, welcome, and let's talk BD.
Hi everybody. Hi, Lucia.
Nice. So yeah, I'm always happy to do this podcast because I'm really happy to share my network with all of you guys. So first question is always the traditional, usual one. Can you tell us more about you, Francesca, and what you've been doing so far?
Yes, I am Francesca. I'm 45 years old. I live in Rome. And I have been a teacher since 2000. So, I mean, it's 21 years so far. And I started online, actually. I started online in Japan, and then I continue teaching Italian in Rome. And almost 2 years ago, I decided that I wanted to found a company. I wanted to found a school. I wanted my own school. I mean, the first thinking of this came earlier, but almost 2 years ago, this idea became a reality. And now here I am.
Nice. And that's so cool that you started online already so long ago. Like now, after COVID, everything happens online, but you're a pioneer. So that's cool.
Yes, but I didn't even remember this. You know, when you think about your experience, and then this came up to my mind, and I said, wow, I started online and I ended up teaching online, which is, yes, it's cool.
Nice. And it is really cool indeed. But how did that happen? Because, well, you were a teacher before, and then at some point you said, well, that's it. I want my own company. So how does a teacher become an entrepreneur? You know, how did that work?
I don't know actually how a teacher can become an entrepreneur. I know what I became. I mean, I don't want to seem arrogant, but I have become a good teacher at some point, and I felt I was a good teacher. I could manage different classes, and I was lucky because I could experience teaching to different kind of students from different nationalities. So when you try this, when you are in touch with different people from all over the world, when you can manage all kinds of classes, and then you feel that you can do it. Now you can see all the phases of the work. And so at the beginning, I felt I was a good teacher. Then I felt I was a good trainer when other teacher asked me, how can I do this? How do you do this? And then I felt I was a good manager. I mean, I could program, I could schedule everything, classes. And it was, step by step. I felt that I had all the features to be by myself. I could do it by myself. I mean, in the way I wanted the thing to be.
Awesome. Yeah, and I totally don't think it's arrogance. Actually, once a friend of mine, well, he became a friend later, but at the beginning, we were just colleagues. And after a while, he told me, hey, Lucia, I really thought that you were so arrogant at the beginning because you were always, sharing your opinion and so on. I said, no, look, I think you're mistaking my confidence with arrogance. Like, I talk about stuff I know, and I don't see any reason why not to. And I do things I know I can do. So that's not arrogance. I think it's just confidence. And I think you need a lot of it to be an entrepreneur for sure.
And experience also, because I mean, if you experience different places where you can work, different colleagues, and you see that every time it works, and now the things is just smooth, so you are aware that you are in the right place.
Totally. Yeah. And I think it's also good to embrace that,
Yeah.
to embrace your talent, because that's, if you have a talent, you should just unleash it. And I remember that actually when we met last year, right before you took the course, I remember we talked about your job title and you said, I don't know how to call myself. Should I put founder? Because I don't really feel like a founder. Am I director? And I said, well, accept it or not, but you're the founder. So
I know, I always think about you because there is on my LinkedIn profile, there is direttrice, which is director. So I'm not aware yet that I am a founder. I will change it, Lucia.
good,
I will
good.
change
I
it.
mean, you just have to embrace it, right? And just accept that you're one of us.
Yes, yes.
Nice. And yeah, just staying on this topic, what was the, because I know, like, personally, for example, I did have to embrace being an entrepreneur because it is different, right? So you have to enter into a new mindset and you're not used to it, so and it was challenging at the beginning. How was this experience for you? So how did you experience being a first time entrepreneur?
It is not easy, and it is a completely different thing. I mean, being a teacher, I mean, I know, as I told you, I know how to be a teacher, how to be a director of studies, how to train teach other teachers, but I don't know how to make a course, even how to write a book if I want. But I mean, being an entrepreneur means knowing a lot of tools which I didn't know, which I discovered thanks to BD School. A lot of them, most
Yay.
of them. Yes, it's a completely different, I mean, way of thinking. No, making connections, for example, is the first one. I am really discovering the power and the strength of this thing, which I didn't think before. I mean, I was not aware that for me, I mean, making connection was find a good teacher, or was okay, I have to keep in touch with this teacher because I like how she teaches. It's not like that. It's really a more wider range of connections of any kind, and experiences also of any kind. So and also, even because I'm teaching online, also, I mean, technologies and now computer tools and internet tools. I mean, you made me a very wide question. I don't
Totally.
know where I can start.
But yeah, to be honest, I can really see myself, because if I think about me as an entrepreneur, like, there is always a mess in my head. I'm actively working on my organizational skills, but I'm really like you, I can just go wild and talk about everything.
Well, I am, yes, this is one thing. I am an organized person. I know this for sure. And that's how I started. So without thinking to the whole, because in this way it would become overwhelming, but really step by step. I don't have a how can I say, a big view of everything. I don't know where I made it, but I know that step by step I'm going up. This
Mhm.
I can see easily. And so I started teaching. I started with a bunch of students, and then I decided to follow your course because I felt that I was a teacher and not an entrepreneur, and I needed some tools of business development. And then after that, I kept in touch with you and with other person I met in the course. And yes, it's something which is constantly building itself.
Nice. And well, I said, like precisely in these days, I'm working on my organization, and guys, I always do these interviews also to learn things for myself. So I'm going to be selfish now. Francesca, do you have maybe 3 tips to help me be more organized? And of course, to help for the people listening today.
Well, the first one is writing. I mean, it seems not very simple, but writing down is the first thing.
Okay,
And
guys, you can't see
I'm
it, but I
sure.
have literally like 4, like I have more agendas on this. So this,
Okay,
I think I'm on
second
top of
tip.
it.
Second tips, maybe write everything down on one agenda.
Okay, maybe that's the problem.
No, I have Google Calendar. On Google Calendar, I know you use it, and I write everything there, everything really. And if it is not there, it's not in my mind.
Mhm.
And also, I do this for daily meetings, but also for long-term meetings. For example, when we give us some tasks. I don't know. I want to change lead school newsletter. I want to change my school newsletter because I don't know, it's too messy. And I know I don't have time to do it now. I write it on Google Calendar in 3 months, for example, 3 months ahead.
Mhm.
So I know it's there. Even writing it down, it's like it helps sticking it in the head. And I know that I had something is coming and I have to think about it.
Ah,
Yes.
cool.
It's very simple. I mean, I don't know, but I'm also constant.
That is
I do what I think I have to do, even in a simple way. For example, keeping talking about the newsletter, if in 3 months I have no idea how to change it, even, I don't know, a sentence, even the title, something I have to change because I feel that now I have accomplished a task.
something.
I have done what I had to do, and now I can put another reminder 3 months after.
Nice. I'm going to try that, because what I tend to do is, well, there's some things that I like to do better than others. And I like to be very creative. So every time I have a new idea, because I'm also impatient, then I just want to do it. But I should indeed plan a little bit better. Thank you
Yes,
for
I
that.
feel, and what is happening now, I feel that because, I mean, when you add new things, because you add new things, no, you get ideas from outside, from other people's, and you keep adding, and
Yep.
and then at a certain point, you must know what you have to delegate or give to someone else to do. Yes.
Nice. Yeah, I'm totally gonna try all these tips, because I am struggling, and I know that many business developers and founders listening today, they also struggle with productivity. So that's perfect, like really spot on tips. And how many things do you manage to do in a week, if I may ask? Do you keep track of that? Like how many tasks?
Uh, what do you mean?
Like on an average week, let's say, like how many things do you manage to do?
Everything. I don't know. It's well, consider that this is a great news, but just yesterday it became a company with an associate. So since the day before yesterday, I mean, until the day before yesterday, I was completely alone. So I teach, I make invoices, I contact students, I prepare didactic materials, I send newsletter, I I don't know, I talk with other teachers. For example, there is an art expert in our school, and he holds a monthly webinar on art in Rome, in Italy. So I organize this, I manage this. So it's, I don't know, what do you mean for tasks?
No, I think you gave me a perfect answer. Because
Yeah.
I'm also like, I wouldn't be able to count the things I do in a week. And it always stresses me out, because I actually like to say, well, I did 10 things, but in a week as an entrepreneur, like it's difficult to just say, well, I did 10 things, and every time I stop to think about it, like we just did now, I'm just like, well, I did this and this and this and this, and then the list keeps growing. I'm like, I didn't realize I did all those things.
And also sometimes a task is two tasks because maybe involves many fields, many things. So yes, it's I don't know. I never I counted them. I will start counting.
Good. So then you can let me know.
Yes.
Nice. And what are some challenges that you face in your work, as an entrepreneur? So of course, well, I know, because well, I know you, and I know you some of the students and so on. So I know that you are a great teacher and everybody loves you. But as an entrepreneur, what are some things that you struggle the most with?
Uh, being an entrepreneur, I mean, not being a teacher, because when you are by yourself and you are a teacher, but at the same time you are the person who asks you for, I mean, paying for the course or reaching out new students, this is what is, I mean, uh, hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, not so hard because I can do it. I know I can do it. I proved myself I could do it before starting Lit. But yes, it's something I see must be separated. So having this in one person, it's something I don't completely understand. I don't completely like. and
Nice.
and yes, for sure, reaching also new students, new clients, new, and doing it in a natural way. I mean, this is not, this has never been completely part of my job. No, my job was going in class and teaching. So this doesn't come naturally to me. Ecco, no, it's not natural.
Cool. And I love that you put some Italian words in there, guys.
Ecco.
Of course, you figured out that I have a lot of Italian friends on this podcast. But
you don't use any Italian words. How can you do this?
yeah, sometimes I even maybe I should take your course, because I'm forgetting some of the Italian words. I mix more like English, sometimes French or Dutch, but yeah, because I don't use it that often. So yeah, but that's funny that you mentioned that before starting Lead, you proved yourself that you could find customers, because that's exactly the same thing I did. So before starting with the BD school, I actually was freelancing because I wanted to prove that I could find customers for the business. And then eventually I found my first customer within 48 hours. So I was like, okay, I think I can take the leap of faith. And I also know that because I remember that when we did the course last year, I was super impressed by you, because you said, well, I have classes every day, even on Sunday. And I was like, but that's amazing. You started 2 months ago. How did you do that? So that was absolutely impressive.
I remember the moment I thought for the first time, okay, I can reach students, I can reach customers. And it was when old students I received an email from an old student of 2 years before asking me, where are you now? I'm back to Italy. I want to take classes with you. And they said, wow, this is a power, no? So why, I mean, I have this. So yes. I mean, also an important thing is, okay, it is okay reaching customers and your students, but it must be natural. No, it must be, you feel that you want to be in that school, in that course with that
Totally.
teacher. Yes.
Totally. And I have the same also. Like I always say that for the BD school courses, I don't like to push people to take the course because I
Yeah.
think education is something that needs to come from you, right? So it
Yes.
needs to be something that you want so badly that you're willing to wake up at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning and be in class at 9
Yeah.
and meet other people and interact with them and grow, right? So I completely embrace this philosophy.
Yes.
And what you mentioned that Lead yesterday became a company with an associate. Can we spoil who the associate is already, or is it a
Yes, I
secret?
think we can. Yes. Yes.
You want to say it?
So Maria Cozza is the associate.
And guys, you probably remember Maria from one of the other episodes. And if you follow the BD School for a while, you've seen her popping out very often because she's also one of our mentors. So she's
Maybe she wanted to tell you in I don't know, I'm thinking.
yeah. Well, she did tell me. So she told me that you would start working together. But now, guys, everyone knows that indeed they are associates, but they were actually long-term friends, right? So you know each
Yeah.
other for a while already, and already when you came to the BD school, you were friends.
Yes. Yes. We have been colleagues, we have been friends. So
Awesome. And what do you do usually? So, well, COVID allowing, what do you usually do on a regular, let's say weekend in Rome when it's you and Maria and you decide to have some fun and time off? So maybe everybody that wants to go to Rome can take some inspiration from you.
Me and Maria, I know what we do. We we would take a car to go. we, we would do a car sharing because we don't. I don't have a car and she doesn't drive, so and we would go to the center for an aperitivo. That's our weakness. I mean, spritz on a terrace
Oh,
in Monti, which is in the center of Rome, close to Imperial Forum and Colosseum. And yes, let's say for Friday evening. Saturday or Sunday, we did actually tour guide to some place. We went to the Roman Forum together, and yes, we spent the day, and then we ate pizza after, and then we went home. A
oh, nice.
simple
And
Roman holiday.
yeah, and well, of course, I think everybody listening here loves Rome. I do love Rome
Yeah.
as well. It's really a beautiful city. But you, as a Roman, so officially a Roman, what is your most favorite place in Rome? Like your place in the art, you know?
There are many actually. The place where I live, Pigneto, I love it. I mean, I have always lived here in Rome, except one a terrible year far from Pigneto. But yes, Pigneto, I like it. I mean, I have seen it growing and changing and becoming a hipster area. And I really like it also because it's very multicultural. And I love the city center because it's not only amazing, it's really a wonder. I mean, Rome, I remember when I came back from, I used to live, I mean, when I started teaching, I went to Japan. And I remember when I came back from Japan, and I was used to, I mean, Japan is beautiful, but I was used to that colors and that cities. When I came back and I saw Rome for the first time after being abroad, I was like, wow. I saw it. I saw Rome with the eyes of a tourist. So I I understood what a tourist can see in this city when he comes here.
Awesome. That's really beautiful, and I have exactly the same. So I live very close from Rome. So originally I'm just 1 hour away from Rome, but every time I like to go and have family there as well. But I really just like to feel like a tourist there. So I always go. I have my own itinerary. I always walk from the Colosseum up to Piazza del Popolo, and I do all the center just walking. It just I don't know, the feeling that Rome gives as a city is something like amazing. I mean, I've been to so many cities, but Rome is so warm and full of history. It's just beautiful to
Very
walk around Rome.
real, it's maybe this is something everybody says, no? Rome seems, it's a big city, but it seems a small village. But this is true, because every area is a kind of city by itself. And also, one other thing I want to say about Rome, I bike in Rome. I go by bike. I mean, when I go out with Maria in the evening for aperitif, okay, we we go by car. But biking in Rome, it's I don't know. You feel lucky if you go to work and you pass not through Roman Forum and you see Colosseum in the background, and you think, okay, I am where I need to be.
Amazing. And well, of course, you teach Italian.
Yes.
So what are do you have maybe a survival sentence that everyone that wants to go to Italy should absolutely learn?
Wow, I don't know. Survive only one.
Maybe 3 or as many as you want that you think they're necessary.
So I would say un pezzo di pizza margherita.
Nice.
I don't know. Do I need to translate, or do you?
Yeah, a piece of pizza. You need to be able to order a piece of pizza.
So scusi, not to attract attention.
Yeah.
And what else? Wow, I don't know. Thank you. Grazie.
Nice. I'm very happy that you mentioned these things of pizza, of course, because I always have, if you read those dictionaries with the pre-made sentences, I always found stuff that were like, but when am I ever going to use them? That I'm not going to say these things, but I think indeed if oh, sorry, excuse me, or thank you, especially the thank you, I think it brings you really very far, especially in Italy, where we're very warm and we just like to, we become friends very quickly, don't we?
Yes.
Nice. So, Maria, if someone here listening wants to take your Italian classes, how can they do it?
They can check out on our website, which is www.lit-school.com. And there is an Italian version, an English version, and there are all the information to contact us and to write and to telephone and everything.
Awesome. So I'm going to make sure, guys, you have the links to Lit School. So if you always wanted to learn Italian, this is your chance. Francesca is absolutely amazing, full of energy, and I'm sure you're going to love working with her. And thank you so much, Francesca. It was really nice seeing you again.
Thank you.
And everyone, thank you for listening. See you at the next episode.